Hi, my name is Andrea from Hot Yoga Ferndale. Today we're going to do a movement sequence designed for people who work on the front line or who work as an assembly line worker. We all know somebody who works in those fields or at least benefit from them, so thank you. With this practice, you can have the space of about maybe like a closet size space, and if you can kick off your shoes, kick your shoes off. And the only thing that you might need is maybe a sweater or some type of fabric that you can use as a little bit of a prop, but you don't even need that. But if you have something, then grab it. I just have a regular old sweater with me, and that's it. So let's get started. Let's get started. You can sit down, kneel down position, or you can sit down cross-legged, whatever feels comfortable for you. We're gonna start off with 3 breaths just to get us grounded and start with the practice. So let's begin. Take a big inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. Good, one more. Inhale and exhale. Good, last one, inhale. And exhale. Good. Let's start with toe stretch. This is going to feel really good, especially if you've been working all day. Feet are starting to get a little bit tired. We'll start on the knees. Curl the toes under and bring the hips down. So this one we're only going to hold for about 30 seconds. It can tend to feel a little bit sharp with the sensations on the bottom of the foot, and that's totally fine. You have the option of bringing a little bit more weight into your hands or moving your hips a little bit further away from your heels, and that'll start to take a little bit of that tension off of the bottoms of the feet. But it's going to feel really good to stretch through the toes and through the bottom of the feet. That's it, good, and 30 seconds are done. So let's go ahead and point the toes, and we're gonna stretch through the tops of the feet. So point the toes and then bring the hips down. Same thing here, it's gonna, you always have that option of moving forward a little bit or bringing the hips back down. You're in control of how intense the posture becomes. Nice deep breaths here. Good, let's do that again. Curl the toes under. Just getting a little bit of movement through the bottom of the feet. Nice inhales and exhales. It can be a little shaky, but you can control how deep you go. Stretch. Go ahead, point the toes and bring the hips back down. In and out through the nose. Good, and you can always move back a little bit and lift the knees a little bit, get that deeper stretch if that feels right for you. Good, take one more breath here. Next, we're going to move into a yoga squat. So curl the toes under and come back onto the bottoms of your feet. From here, if this already is starting to feel a little bit intense, you can bring your sweater underneath your heels, if that feels right for you, or you can sit on something that really helps too. Like if you have yoga blocks or like a little stool that you can sit on and grab, go ahead and sit on that, and that'll help with the tension. So we're gonna hold this one here for about 90 seconds. This one is such an important posture to help bring a lot of tension out of the lower back, through the hips. It builds up strength through the legs and the hips. Nice deep breaths here. And you can see what it feels like to maybe move the feet so that the toes are facing forward. You can have the toes facing out, kind of see what works for you. Nice deep breaths. You can press the elbows into the knees, and there's no need to force anything, okay? Do what feels right for you, nice and easy, okay? In and out through the nose, connect with the breath. Good, take one more breath here. Good, next we're gonna move into dangle. So press your hands into the floor and push your hips up. And from here, you're gonna allow your head to relax. And if this feels a little bit uncomfortable to your hips, you can bring your sweater or anything that you have, a little blanket under, in between your thighs and your hips, your thighs and your upper body. And you can grab opposite elbows if that feels right for you. Just allow your neck to relax, okay? Head relaxed. We won't be here too long. This really gets that blood flowing after doing that yoga squat and releases that tension through the back. Good, let's go back into that yoga squat. So bring your hands to the floor. Go ahead and bring the hips back down. We're gonna hold it here for a little bit. Good, let's take one more breath here. Good, and as you exhale, let's go back into one more set of that dangle posture. So press your hands into the floor, heels down, and go ahead and lift your hips up. Good, and you don't want the hands against the floor pushing away. You want to let gravity do the work. So you can have that little gentle bend to the knees. You can grab opposite elbows, maybe sway a little bit. Just getting that release to the lower spine. It's gonna feel so good. Your lower back does so much work holding the body up. So now you're giving it a little bit of release here. Good, from here, go ahead, bring your hands down and come down into tabletop. We're gonna do a couple rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, lift the chin, lift the tailbone, and drop the belly. Exhale, tuck and curl. Go ahead and round the spine up towards the ceiling. Press your hands into the floor. Good, inhale, lift the chin, lift the tailbone, drop the belly. Exhale, tuck and curl. Good, so you can sway your hips from side to side as you do a couple more of these, moving at your own pace. Good. Drop the belly, lift the chin, lift the tailbone. Exhale, tuck and curl. I really like to move my hips back a little bit further for that tuck and curl. It really helps release into the lower spine. Good, from here, let's finish up with child's pose. So you can sit down, kneel down position. If this feels uncomfortable, by all means, you can bring the blanket here under, or your sweater underneath your head, and relax your body down. Arms can go in front of you, arms can go to the side to relax. And let's take a couple minutes here. We'll hold it for 2 minutes. So as you hold this, use every exhale to relax a little bit further. Relax through your shoulders, relax through your jaw. We carry a lot of tension through the jaw. Nice deep breaths in and out. And let's take 3 more breaths here. Nice and slow. Good. On your last exhale, slowly make your way up. We'll finish up with those last 3 clearing breaths. So you can sit down, kneel down position. You can sit down cross-legged, whichever works for you. Let's go ahead and take a deep inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, exhale. Again, big inhale. And exhale. Good, last one, big inhale.